Hey, it's Elizabeth, Countess of Low Carb, and on this video we're going to do 10 keto breakfast ideas and low carb breakfast. Coming up next. Hey guys, it's Elizabeth, Countess of Low Carb, and on this episode we're going to talk about keto breakfast ideas and low carb breakfasts. When I'm Elizabeth, Countess of Low Carb, I've lost 50 pounds through keto and intermittent fasting. And by the end of this video, you're gonna know your breakfast outright totally for the keto way of life, ketogenic diet, keto way of eating, however you wanna say it, keto, and low carb as well. So my tip number one, first one is going to be my keto oatmeal. It doesn't have oats in it. Okay, I'm gonna do 1 tablespoon and a half of the chia seeds. And I have lined up mine, my husband's, and the Duke's. And I do a tablespoon and a half because that's technically how much your body can ingest of the chia seed. This particular brand, I'm gonna put in the description link below. I simply just got it from Amazon. And for my little boy, I'm gonna do a different portion for him. I'm gonna add 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla extract to both to give it a little extra vanilla extract. It's going to be 3/4 of a cup of the almond milk. Last thing, I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of my fresh coconut flakes. These are the Anna and Sarah coconut chips. I will put them in the description link below. They're called coconut chips, but they're unsweetened, just regular organic coconut. And I just sprinkle that on top and just kind of plop it down to get some of the mixture on everything. And this is what it looks like. And I will do a kid's portion, which is obviously smaller than these. I use these little mason jars. I'll put those in the description link below with these lids. I will put that, go on the mason jar too. I'll put those in the description link below. His portion size will also be in the description link for small children. He's 3, or almost 3, and so he does not get as much of the chia seeds. He does not get a tablespoon and a half of the chia seeds just for digestive issues. We give him less. So this is a total of 3.5 net carbs, and I'm going to also put the recipe in the description link below. It's my overnight oats, which doesn't have oats in it. It's basically chia pudding that I use to make this delicious breakfast, but it's one where you can get high fats in, low carb, moderate protein, and it tastes delicious, more importantly. You can add butter onto this to get extra fats. You can eat it cold, you can eat it hot. It can kind of blend to whatever you want, but it is more so and has been my keto oatmeal that I love and I enjoy when I'm not doing an intermittent fasting in the morning for breakfast. Tip number 2 is good old bacon and eggs. That's an easy peasy one. I had to throw that one because that's so simple. Tip number 3 is dipping bacon with guac. Again, another total easy one. Tip number 4 is keto pancakes. I'm going to put the recipe down below. Here's what it looks like. They taste delicious. And what I put on top of them is I just smother them in butter, and they are so, so good. My family will have it with maple syrup. I don't. I simply like just having them straight up with butter melted on top. Tastes delicious to me. Next tip is number 5 is keto bagels. I make my own keto bagel recipe, which is in the description link below, as is the video and the blog on it. And I put on that cream cheese and butter. I can put it in my toaster oven. I make those in batch cooking where I freeze them. I make them once a quarter, and they're just in my freezer for my little boy, and then also for myself, for my family. It makes it super, super simple. Tip number 6 is keto avocado toast. That same keto bagel I parlay into avocado toast by putting a mashed avocado with butter on it. It's so good. That could be a lunch, breakfast, or dinner. It could be a breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It's really that good. Go-tos to get my avocado in, which has so much fat and is perfect for keto, but is a wonderful low carb option as well, just the recipe itself. Tip number 7 is the Bulletproof Coffee, keto coffee with butter or with coconut oil or with MCT oil. 1 1 tablespoon of fat in coffee or tea is a great source for breakfast and usually my go-to that does not interrupt my intermittent fasting. Next one is number 8, is my egg sausage casserole. I will put that in the description link below from the blog post along with the video. It's so simple, y'all. I love making this probably once a month, incorporating into our family's meal planning because it's so simple. Anyone in my family can eat it. Keto, low carb, not, paleo, like whatever they are. It's a really easy dish to make and then to eat on for breakfast, lunch, and dinner as a family collectively, since it is a casserole dish. Next one is number 9. It's gonna be fat bombs. I love having fat bombs. If I'm having a breakfast, I like my savory fat bombs. They're the pepperoni savory fat bombs. I'll put that in the description link below too, because it is so delicious and filling with 1.5 net carbs per fat bomb ball. That keeps me satiated. I could have 1, and if I'm super starving for some weird reason, I'll have 2, but really 1 does fill me up totally and completely. Tip number 10. Tip number 10 is gonna be fried cheese plus egg plus bacon plus guacamole. And I try to make them sandwiches, but they don't turn out that way. I'll put down on the description the brand that I use of the fried cheese. You can't just use like cheddar, for example. It does have more net carbs in the actual fried cheese part. The rest of the day, if that's my breakfast, then not to have any other higher carbs throughout the day to eat it. It's not like an actual sandwich portion. It's more so like a cracker. So I'll smoosh them together to make it like a sandwich, but just knowing that here's a picture of what they look like. That's what they look like. They're a little bit smaller, but I have a bunch of those and they're so tasty. So hopefully you can walk away now knowing your 10 keto breakfasts. What's your favorite breakfast? That's the question of the day. Put in the comments below, what do you love for a keto breakfast? What fills up your tummy and what do you like? Also, if you're interested in my free email newsletter, lots of juicy free tips in there, and my free blog, CountessOfLowCarb.com, for all things keto, all things intermittent fasting. In addition, I have a Crush It with Countess weight loss series of where I've lost more than 50 pounds through keto and intermittent fasting, and you can hear my tips on how I did that too. If you like this video, make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and I'll see you again soon, guys. Bye.